All right. Well, for our audience, can you introduce yourself and
Yeah.
your role at Box Lunch?
Hi, how are you? My name is Jillian Wendt, and I'm the Vice President of Marketing for Box Lunch and Her Universe.
All right. Well, that's very exciting. Thank you for taking the time to speak with us. So, first and foremost, given that we're here for Her Universe, what? Sorry, let me reframe my thought. What is most inspiring to you about working with Ashley and the designers of the brand and bringing fandom into fashion?
Yeah, I think what Ashley has created, with Her Universe is about community. It's about self-expression, and it's about fashion. And, there is such a beautiful history. And to be able to come in and do this show and to see the talent, I'm pointing over here because you can't see the art designers over here, is such an honor. I think the ability to bring stories to life in a new way, the ability to express what a fandom means to someone is just so powerful. And I think, Ashley is such a mentor, I think, to so many people. And to see her mentor these designers, and for these designers, I think, in some ways, to teach us a lot, is really special. And this process, today is really step one. So it's of a very long journey, and I think that's what's so great about it. And that's what we love so much.
So, just for any prospective designers who would want to work with Her Universe, can we talk through a little bit of what the process is like after you've won the show?
After you've run the show. That's where the fun really begins. So they start today. So in an hour, they're going to sit down with our design and our production team and start to learn the process. So the first thing is they will be briefed. They'll start to understand our design process and how we go from sketch all the way through to concept. So they will work with our design team to begin to sketch to concept, to get some different iterative rounds. There is a full collection that they are developing. So we'll go there. Then it goes into tech design. We work with our production team to really start to work on those details, to the finishing. And then they start to get sample rounds back, and we go through the approval process. Once we go into full production, they then come back to the marketing team, and we're really lucky. We get to develop a campaign with them. They are part of that campaign, and they get to star in the campaign. So it's the process from sketch all the way through to campaign and production that they get to work on.
That's so exciting. What word of advice would you have to somebody who sees that and is inspired by Ashley, by this wonderful design team, by prior winners, and they then want to join the Her Universe community and potentially compete in the show next year?
I mean, the first advice is just do it. Try. That's the first step. And I think, but be really true to yourself. I think one thing I would give any designer, anything I would say is, what are the details that make it uniquely your own, right? Mm-hmm. Ashley has this really specific and beautiful idea and thought, and that came to life, and it's becomes something so much bigger. So for these designers, I would say, just do it, apply, but think about your design. What makes it uniquely your own? What are those details that make it a celebration of you as a designer and the fandom that you love?
Okay, so that actually caused me to want to ask you an out of left field question.
Okay.
What is your fandom?
Okay, that's such a good. It's always so hard to just pick one.
You can do top three if you need to.
Oh my gosh, I might have to. I think I grew up, and I do love, I think there's something nostalgic in Disney.
Yes.
And I will say, Disney Princess, I'm a Belle girl because of books. And she was also one of the first brunettes. I have to say, I was like, enough with the blonde princesses. It was a good
I feel that struggle.
Right,
yeah.
thank you, right? So I really love that. And I think as we talk about books, like I am a book talk girly and I love books, and we're doing so much. I think as you start to look into book talk and what it's brought into fandom, I love on the con floor that we start to see so many publishers and those panels, and Dungeon Crawler Carl this year has a huge activation, so I really love that. So I'm gonna go, my nostalgic one is gonna be Disney Princess, but shout out to my girl Belle. And then now it's really books, and it's book talk, and it's how I get to delve in and talk with people for hours about books, and then wear the books I love.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So for you, where does that intersect with working at Box Lunch and marketing?
Yeah.
Like, how does your personal passion factor into that for you?
It's storytelling. I think that the community has stories to tell. And so for me, it's really about storytelling and building community. And I think when you look in something like a book talk for me, it is all about the community. And it's community based on storytelling, but it's how you intersect. It's hearing those ideas and diving deep into them. And so in marketing, and I think especially in Box Lunch and her universe, it is telling the stories, it's giving the details of those stories and sharing them out with the fans. And we exist because of our fans. And so for me, it's this beautiful full circle of storytelling and community and creating platforms for everybody.
That's amazing. Well, thank you so much for your
Thank
time.
you.
It's been
I
lovely
really
chatting
appreciate
with
it.
you.
Yes, I appreciate it. Enjoy the con. Have a
Thank
great
you.
day.
You too, if you can.
I will try.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Allison.
Thank you.